y'all? It's Yaz and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time viewing my channel, hey girl, my name is Yasmin, or Boo. My name is Yasmin. I am a 4th term nursing student, so if you haven't already, definitely click the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications so you can be alerted every time I upload a new video. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing a pre-nursing student advice video. On my Instagram, I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and many of you guys requested this video. So without further ado, I'll get right into it. So the first tip, or the first piece of advice that I would give pre-nursing students, is to ask yourself why you want to be a nurse. There's a lot that goes into it. When you start nursing school, it is going to take a lot from you. So definitely, if it's not a passion of yours, it may not be the best route for you. So definitely just ask yourself why you want to be a nurse, and if those are good reasons and reasons to really make you, you know, feel like the effort that you're going to have to put forward is worth it, then yeah, that's a good sign. So that's just basically the first tip of advice, because from experience, if you guys don't know, I can give you guys a little bit of backstory on me, because the first video that I uploaded on my channel was talking about my journey. I can redo a whole video of that if you guys want. Just let me know, comment it down below. But I did go to a university, an HBCU at that, so if you know, you know. And I also went to a community college for a term, and I also started the program that I'm in now. So I kind of dabbled in the different routes that you could take. So with that being said, if it's not something that you really want, I don't suggest it, because it does take a lot. Because I've seen people from when I was at the university who started as a pre-nursing student who realized, you know what, I don't think nursing's for me, and they were able to, you know, switch up their major, all that different other stuff. When I was at the community college, I met other nursing students who ended up saying, you know, I just don't want to be a nurse. And even also at the nursing program that I'm in now, there's people who started the program and realized that it just wasn't for them, so they, you know, left the program. So definitely ask yourself why you want to be a nurse. So once you establish that this is what you want, then it is time to, like, my tip would be to choose your path. I know when you're in high school, the plan is to go off to college, you know, get away from home, get your freedom, party, all that stuff. But that's not always the best route, and that's not your only option. Like, there's programs that you can automatically start nursing school once you graduate high school, or you could choose the community college route, which, you know, allows you to stay at home, and typically it's way cheaper than being off at a university. So definitely choose your path and figure it out. Then with that being said, my next tip of advice that kind of branches off of that is, whatever you choose, find out what the prereqs are that are required for the nursing program that you want. Because there are many core classes that you have to take that will be similar basically throughout any nursing program that you go into, like A&P, stuff like that. However, different schools, like different universities and stuff like that, require different classes. So like the community college that I was going to required a certain amount of classes that I needed to apply to their program. The other school that I went to, same exact thing. So find out what classes that are needed to be taken. Okay, so my next piece of advice would be to take it seriously from day one. Like, if you know, okay, nursing's what I want to do, this is the path that I'm going. Once you start that pre-nursing journey, take it seriously from day one, because those grades matter, coming from a community college and from a university. Because if your community college offers a nursing program, and you want to do that route instead of the university route, they're going to have certain requirements that you need to take and certain grades that you need to have, and that's at any place, any establishment, whether that's a community college or that's a university route. So my next piece of advice would be to take A&P seriously. You're probably, like, it doesn't matter where you go to do your, you know, pre-nursing studies, you're probably going to have to take A&P, and that is a course that's very important. It basically is like the first building block to nursing. Like, it's the body and how it works. So definitely take it seriously. don't throw away your binder. That's my biggest tip, is keep your anatomy binder. Like whatever notes you have and stuff, always keep it, because that's a really, really good reference. Like when I took my anatomy class, I took anatomy in high school. I don't know why I took it in high school. I don't remember, but I took it in high school for whatever reason. And I took it in high school and I had that binder. So when I started my class, I had the binder, and it helped me a lot because I had reference pages and like little, like I learned my bones and stuff. So maybe that's why I didn't struggle that much with anatomy, because I did take it in high school, but it was in 10th grade, so that's a long time ago. So the next tip of advice would be to, if you can, take those core classes in the beginning or as soon as possible, because in the beginning, you're going to be more rejuvenated. You know, you're going to be excited to start your college journey, and you also don't want to be taking those really important classes towards the end of your prereqs, because then if you fail a class and you have to retake it and all that stuff, you'll have time to do it. So you're not, like, you know, hitting the deadline to when you need to turn in your application because you failed a class and now you have to push everything off. It's best to just try to take your core classes in the beginning so you can get the stressors done first, and then everything else can kind of be a little bit less stressful on you. So the next piece of advice that I would have for you guys, which kind of plays off of what I mentioned earlier, is once like you figure out what classes are needed, also compare it to other universities who may have similar prereqs, because nursing school, like getting into nursing schools, can be competitive, and there can be like waiting lists and stuff like that. So definitely I would, of course, apply to the nursing school that you really want to go to, but also do your research and see what classes you've already taken that you may be eligible for many other nursing schools as well. So you can apply to different nursing schools that you're also interested in. That's a really important piece of advice, simply because I have personal friends who were denied getting into nursing school, so they were on waiting list. I still have friends now who are on waiting list who are kind of like, they don't know if they should keep waiting or if they should choose a different route and all that stuff. So definitely do your research, compare what's needed, and send out as many applications that you can to places that you actually want to take their course. So another piece of advice for pre-nursing students is get in the habit of studying every day. The classes aren't going to be as tedious as when you are in the nursing program. However, you will be taking some difficult classes for your prereq. It's never too early to start building those good habits, because things like that are going to help you so much when you start nursing school. So the next tip that I would have is to work on your organization skills. If you don't already, get you a planner and start writing down in a planner. Write down your classes, write down your homework assignments, due dates, all that different other stuff, because it helps a lot. And I feel like even with, you know, pre-nursing classes, I use my planner because I'm just that kind of person. It helps a lot. So when I started nursing school, I was already used to putting everything in my planner. I kind of live by my planner. So yeah, I would highly suggest staying organized, having specific things, like keep your work organized. Any handouts that they give you, make sure you have a certain place for them, because it's important. So definitely work on your organization skills. So now hopefully you've been taking your pre-nursing student classes, and you've been taking A&P seriously, you've been studying every day, all this different other stuff. My next tip would be to, as soon as you're starting to get towards the end of those prereqs, go ahead and start getting that application ready. Like if they have the application available to you, you know what's needed, go ahead and start building that, start writing your paper. Most nursing programs will require some kind of essay. Definitely go ahead and start getting those things ready, so when it's time to turn it in, you're not scrambling, everything's organized, and you're not pressed on due dates, because that can be so stressful. I started working on my application probably like 6 months before, so I had a lot of time. I had a lot of time. I felt like I was ready, like I was just so ready to start. So 6 months is a good amount of time to start getting your stuff together. If you can do it sooner than then that's even better, but definitely start getting that stuff together. So then you just got to put together the bits and bobs, like that final transcript, and preparing for your TEAS test or your HESI test. just like little things like that. So that would be the next tip that I would give to you guys, is to start getting that stuff together as soon as possible. So that is it for this video. I tried to think of my most important tips because there's honestly probably so many, but I kind of just narrowed it down to like the main ones. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I tried to give you guys some dynamics from the community college perspective, from a university perspective, and from just like going straight into the program. So I hope you guys all found this video helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.